everybody. This is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing is easy. Welcome to my hard rant stream for today. It's gonna be a bit of a long one. I appreciate y'all being here. Hope everybody's good. Warriors and wenches, how are y'all doing this weekend? Super excited to be here. I'll turn down this music. As a matter of fact, I want to change the music. I'm gonna change the music. What music do we want today? No, I already did that one last time. What's the good music for today? Edmund, how you doing, man? Good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah, we'll go for that. Good to see you all. I hope everybody's good. Man, it has been a busy day today. I was at work. I could have finished work a long time ago, but we didn't. Well, I didn't anyway. I'm drinking water, not soda. Well, two things. Two things. One thing that I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to change a few personal things in my own life. It's kind of personal. Another thing is I'm trying to make sure that my grandma's okay. And the third one would be cutting back off of soda. I am trying to get off the soda kick, and it's like it's crazy. Like every part, like I noticed that I don't think I was addicted to soda. It was almost a reflex that I needed to get soda. I think it's because you're so used to. It wasn't that I was addicted. It was the fact that every day I pick up soda for work, and I was so used to doing that. I think that's what it was. I think that was where it was, you know, but it was the routine, basically. It wasn't the fact that I was addicted, but I am trying to cut back off of soda. I know it's bad for you. I know it's something enjoyable, and it's not gonna kill you, but it does wonders on your teeth, that's for one. But it's I'm trying to get off the sugar kick of soda and off of energy drinks. And yeah, that's two things. I'm starting to drink sparkling water now. It's not the same, but it'll do. As a matter of fact, I think that's the smart thing, because in order for me to enjoy soda, I would have to, you know, have a flavor to soda, you know, to have that sugary goodness. Sparkling water is like way reduced. No sugar, you know, it's just enough to where I'm just like, okay, I have the energy for the day. And yeah, but good Lord, man, the reaction when I went inside the grocery store and I was like, okay, I'll pick up this. And then I was like, wait, you're not picking up soda anymore. And then I put it back down and I'm just like, what else do people drink? You know what I mean? I picked up some juice. I picked up some water. I got a lot of water now. I picked up some Powerade. It has a lot of alkaline. I don't like Gatorade. For some odd reason, for a person that enjoys soda, I don't know why I don't like Gatorade. I know why I don't like Gatorade. Gatorade, when it's warm, is the most disgusting thing I've ever had. I've had cold Gatorade, and it tasted like... What did it taste like? It tasted like medicine. Warm Gatorade tastes like medicine, and it was horrible. However, when I drink like warm Powerade, it goes down smoothly, but it would taste much better if it was cold. Like, it goes down the system much easier. Cold Gatorade probably, it tastes fine, but for some odd reason, like warm Gatorade is just shit. But anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. Let me bring down the, this music's probably a little too loud. I apologize. I'll put it down to here. It was probably a little too loud. Sorry about that. Was it that loud? Yeah, it was. It was loud as fuck. Oh, man. Okay. Well, we got a lot to talk about. I want to jump into this. The first one, oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. All right. We'll talk about this right now. I don't even know what to say about this one. So, let's go ahead and change the screen. Okay. Go ahead and do this. We can bring it up a little bit. I think 150 is enough. I think 150 is just enough. Okay, we can do this. Get some water in me. Oh my god. Much better. Water. H2O. H2O. Better than everything else. H2O. Hey everybody. This is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, how y'all doing? We have another hard rant for you today. This one into Dungeons and Dragons. You know my take on Dungeons and Dragons, the video game. Whereas when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, the tabletop, these things are exclusive for one another. Obviously, I enjoy Baldur's Gate. Obviously, I enjoy other video games that have the tabletop D&D aesthetic. Even KOTOR has a little bit of it as well. Anything that revolves around a dice roll in a video game, Baldur's Gate 3, even Neverwinter, all these games, all these old school games, even the new one, Baldur's Gate 3, all these games that I've enjoyed, even Pathfinder, but that's like something else that's not pertaining to D&D, but it's, you know, it branches from that. I enjoy those games, but when it comes to the bigwigs of Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards of the Coast, that is a whole different ball game. Dungeons and Dragons, when it comes to their tabletop and their whole website, is a completely different ball game. When it comes to Baldur's Gate 3, the only thing that they prop up in Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty much Asterion being gay and anything that's pertaining to like something where it's modern. You know, when it touches on like, oh, who you gonna romance? Who you gonna kiss? So he's like, are you what are your pronouns? And I'm just like, this isn't D&D. This is not what we focus on. And of course, you can make your home brews, you can make different stories, but that's all when it comes to you, the player, you, the GM. If you want to go home and you want to make a D&D style showgirl, drag show, whatever, if you want to do that, that's your own thing. But when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, I always recognize Dungeons and Dragons as this brutish, sort of like interesting old school style of like magic and swords and adventure, and I think of that, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, it's always been like that. Well, not with D&D. Let me show you right now. This is what you're seeing on the screen. This is from their own Twitter. The life of a showgirl. What is this about? We got some gay Arab underneath there, hiding from the creepy black lady that looks crazy as fuck. And I don't want these girls to show us anything. This looks like virtue signaling 101. That's all this is. It like when somebody wants to see my game, they should be seeing the game. They shouldn't be seeing the game with a whole bunch of like microtransactions on it and the characters look like they're all from, you know, from Christmas Town or Halloween, and all the characters just look like you should be showing your game. That's pretty much it. Like, if they want to do drawings on the side, that's fine. You need to show us your product. And when I look at their website, this right here, now I see a little bit of it. But by the way, last month, we've all seen this, right? D&D Beyond, right up here, it was all pride flag and trans flags everywhere. It was just all pandering. It was, that was it. All I'm seeing are just characters that just... First of all, let me say one thing. The art is good, okay? The art is good. However, the art just gives off straight up gay vibes. Everything looks gay. Even this starter set. You got this cleric dude and a barbarian woman. And I'm just like, we all know what's up, bruh. We're so used. You want it perfect. You know what? Before we even... this is what you see with Dungeons and Dragons Beyond. This is Dungeons and Dragons 2025. Let me show you the art style of old school D&D. Let me show you old D&D. Hopefully, let me show you, because I know art style changes from time to time. Oh, that's amazing. Like, ooh, that's actually, I do want to show that. But let's see. Perfect. I'll show this. Here's old school D&D. Now, this is the old master set right here. Look at the cool art. Barbarian dude up against the dragon on his own. Those are some old ass dice. Look at the art style. Like, I think this is from a TV show, animated series. Look at the style of art. Like, I know that's the animated series, but look, it has this sort of interesting mythological, like, look at this. Kids jump in here.
Look out!
Fighting dragons.
Fear not, stranger. Barbarian, magician, thief, cavalier, and acrobat.
I don't think that's an acrobat. I think that's a druid, but okay. Like, it gives this sense of, like, these kids fighting evil, and they have these sort of like old school, like fight the bad guys sort of vibes. This is the old school D&D that I've been seeing, but I've never actually, I'll be honest, I've never actually played D&D tabletop, because this is the reason why. I want to play D&D tabletop with somebody, but there's only two reasons that I don't. One, just don't got the time. A lot of us are adults. I mean, a lot of us will say that. Number two, I do not want to go into a D&D session where all we talk about are our feelings, our trauma, and romances. I want to talk about heroism, old school druids, you know, this sort of thing. And of course, you're going to say, well, you do get that. Not lately. All we got, like, all D&D right now is doing, all it's doing is adding more stuff to just for you to buy that you actually probably don't need. And all it's doing is just pandering, and the art style, it's just not for me. It doesn't scream badass, manly, sort of like old school style like art to me. It just seems gay. Everything just seems gay. Like I don't know what it. Well, I know what it is. This whole team has changed. It feels like Gary Gygax would be rolling over in his grave. I'm gonna say that right now. That's the OG on the Dungeons and Dragons thing. I feel like they did him wrong in here. I firmly believe that the old school style of D&D, MILF, man, I love Fireball. I mean, I love MILFs too. But the old school way of, see, people keep these sort of guides because this is what they like. They like the second edition. They like 3.5. I see a lot of love for the old school. Look at the way the art looks compared to this. Compared to this, it's like, oh man, I'm a black guy with dreads and I'm a tiefling. And I'm like, oh my God, all right, whatever. All right. These, like, this is not something where, perfect. I'm gonna just out and say it. I'm gonna say it. Where are the attractive women in this fucking shit? You know what I mean? Where are the manly men in this whole shit? They don't like that shit. They don't like doing things that pertain to the male gaze. Does that sound stupid? Of course it does. It sounds fucking stupid. It sounds weird when I say it, but that's all they care about. All they care about is their ideology, and all they care about is being on the right side of history. All they care about is being friends to not everybody, but they want to be exclusively happy around certain people that they agree with. Like, for instance, the person that played Karlach was like, where's all the, you know, like, why are we peeling away from video games that have, like, that have, LGBT stuff? That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. When people and actors and WotC are like, yo, we need to do things for the black people, we need to do things for the trans people, we need to do stuff for the gays, we need to do stuff for these people because these are the people that I care about, and I don't care about the old school way of things. I don't like this. I just don't. This is what I like. I like this. The devil with the sword, with the sabre over here. Sabre? Scabbard? Scop? Whatever. I know it's barely like seen, but I like that old school feeling of like fighting giant serpents. You're on a horse. The art style is completely different. Like, you'll see characters on here where, like this one, it's a dungeon module. These are all dungeon modules from D&D back in the day. And like this one like wizard lady, she's got her tits out. And I'm over here thinking, oh snap. What if you have to look at old school Wizard of the Coast and be like, oh yeah, they wouldn't do that in 2025. There's a fucking problem. You see what I'm saying? It's like finding a comedy show right now in 2025 and they make fun of everybody, including the trans people, or including the black people, everybody's included into the comedy club. You can talk about anything. It's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. And you have to look at that comedy and be like, man, they're not gonna like this. There's a fucking problem. I'm always gonna say it loud and proud. I think 3.5, I can even talk like maybe even the 4th edition. No, I'm not gonna go to the 4th edition. 3.5 and back, I think I kind of like it more than the 5th edition lately. I think this old school style of player guides of the old school D&D is something that I truly am fascinated with. Hell, even Shadow Dark, like that's this right here. That's it right there. This, if they have to look at this, this is from the 70s. If they have to look at this where it's a giant demon with a sabre, and he's grabbing a woman who's in scantily clothed clothing, and they gotta be like, it's appealing to the male gaze, then we have a problem. Look what we got back here. We got a woman with full armor on, but she's a wizard, and I'm just like, wow. Have your tits out, lady, and then we might have a conversation here. I know you're looking at me like, well, if that's the design that they want, then that's what they want. Fine. But you're not gonna attract a better crowd. You need more people to come to D&D, but there's a lot of people going away from D&D right now. People want to go to 3.5 edition and then stop. All this art style that you're seeing before you, like, I'm gonna say it, like I said before, all this art is good, but what I'm trying to say is everything seems so fucking friendly. Everything screams, oh, look at the giant dragon, and you know, let's be fun with the dragons, and I'm a dragon, let the dragon fuck me in the ass. No, I don't want that. I was like, listen, all this art's good, but it all screams gay. It's just fucking gay. I'm seeing characters on here where it's just like, amazing art, like I've always said, amazing art. But I've noticed something also with D&D Beyond, is that a lot of this art shows the women, not like the women being like, what the fuck is this? Is there a bigger picture of that? You know what? I'll find that later. I want to see a bigger picture of this. Can I bring it up? That's a woman? What's with the chest? You know what I mean? That art's fine. This art is really good. See, this art is really nice. Whoever did this art, really good job. Really good job. All this art is good. Some of it speaks to me. Like, beautiful designs, but there are some art on here where it's just like, let's put some Mexican orcs. And I'm like, Mexican orcs? Like, everybody knows that orcs are supposed to be evil and bad, but they're not anymore. As a matter of fact, didn't they get rid of like half elves? Didn't they change them in some way? 74, no wonder fucking what. You know what? We're gonna look at their stocks right now, because I feel like I'm going crazy. Yo, is there I want a better picture though to show chat, because they won't show it. Yeah, they're raising prices. These books are like, if I remember correctly, these books back then cost way less than $80. Way less than $80. So I appreciate some of this art. Like that's good. The stocks are low. Yeah, it's very low. But what I'm noticing is a pattern. Is that they keep on changing. One thing that they have been doing is they keep on changing the lore with Dungeons and Dragons. They're also changing certain terminologies. with Dungeons and Dragons. Like, they're not calling them races anymore. They're now species. What? As a matter of fact, I would like it if somebody told me, let's see, let me see. Oh, thank you. Man, sometimes I love AI. Alright, let's read this together. Woke changes to D&D generally refers to recent efforts by Wizard of the Coast, the game's publisher, to make D&D more inclusive, diverse, and sensitive to real-world social issues. Yeah, that's right. When you're playing games, video games, tabletops, that's exactly what you want to think about. The real world. You don't want to escape. You don't want to do that shit. That's stupid. You want to think about black women doing showgirls in D&D. That's right. We're not fighting dragons. We're fucking them. Let's go back. That's for later. Okay. These changes have generated significantly discussions within the D&D community and beyond. Here's the breakdown of key changes often labeled as woke. Orcs and Drow. Wizard of the Coast explicitly stated that portraying races like orcs and drows as inherently evil or monstrous using descriptions reminiscent of real-world ethnic denigration was wrong and didn't reflect their values. Their values. That's right. When you play their game, when you play your tabletop, you need to think about me. Me. My issues, my problems. You need to... I don't care about you. Just me. Racial descriptions. They committed to portraying all D&D peoples with more nuance and cultural complexity, emphasizing their individual freedom of choice rather than being bound by species-specific stereotypes. That's right. Races are gone. They're now called species because we don't want to hurt anybody's feces. Next up, specific examples. Changes have been made in reprints of modules like Curse of Strahd to address racially insensitive descriptions. So now they're just going back to old shit and just changing it. See why I don't like remasters or remakes of video games? Do you see why I don't want a Dragon Age Origins remake? Do you see that now? Let me read it again. Changes have been made in reprints of modules like Curse of the Strahd to address racially insensitive descriptions, such as the depiction of Vistani, according to Polygon. They've also used Romani consultants to portray the Vistani more respectfully in upcoming content. Nigga, there is no Rome in fucking Faerun. That's why they weren't trying to be full on Rome in Faerun. They were just trying to do their own thing. Now you're just like, oh, listen, if you're gonna put something that's related to Indians or Mexicans or a little bit of culture from those two, you need to put all of those you need to put all the culture from Mexico, all that culture from all these different ethnics. You can't just sprinkle a little bit in there. We need to talk to the Mexicans, and then they'll tell us what we need to put in the game. Unbelievable. This is what we want. Let me make it bigger. I apologize. Jesus, there's a lot. Ability scores and character creation. Shifting away from fixed racial ability scores. I fucking hate you, Watsy. I fucking hate you. I love that shit where if you're a fucking elf, you shoot that arrow like a motherfucker. Everybody knows if you see an elf, you know two things are gonna happen. One, magic shit. Two, you're fucking hot. In three, And 3, you're probably good with a bow and arrow. I know that's 3. That's not 2. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's the thing. By the way, I don't know why they keep on doing this, but everybody knows that elves are supposed to be portrayed as beautiful. Now they're trying to do this whole thing where, like, not all the characters have to be for the male gaze. Ugh, that's part of their fucking lore. Oh my god, I want to... Anyway, WotC has been moving away from fixed ability score bonuses tied to specific races, instead of offering more flexibility for the players to customize their character stats according to CBR. Fuck you, CBR. This aims to empower individual choices and break down the notion that certain species are inherently better suited for particular roles. This is why I like Larian Studios, because with Baldur's Gate 3, they kept that shit. They did. They kept that shit. They said, oh no, we're not gonna do that. Certain characters are gonna be able to do certain things in the game. That's the conversation that they had. Especially with Sven Vinka, who brought everything into the table. Sven Vinka said, listen, orcs are gonna have extra strength. You know, the drow are gonna be a little bit meaner if the character wants to. The drow are able to see in the dark. We're doing all these sort of things. And then WotC was just like, fuck, fine, Sven, fuck. Piece of shit. Race to species terminology. The term race is being replaced with species in the game's terminology, aiming to minimize real-world racial connotations in a fantasy context. Inclusivity and safety tools. Fucking safety tools. Session 0. WotC encourages the use of Session 0, where players and dungeon masters collaboratively discuss expectations, boundaries, and potential triggers before starting a campaign. Is that the thing where they were like, if the GM has if the dungeon master has something in the game that they don't like slaves are in the story, they go, no way, sir. Take those slaves out of that cool in dark story. Let them be indentured. Let them get paid. He's like, but they're slaves. I got a whole thing where you save the slaves and you send them back home. Get the slaves out of the fucking story now. Get. Player safety tools. The game encourages implementing safety tools like the X card. See what I mean? The X card? Or other signals that allow players to comfortably stop the game if they feel uncomfortable or triggered by content. Good lord. Representation. WotC actively seeks diverse talent in its hiring practices. You know what that means? Are you a white man? Yes, I am. Get the fuck out of here. You're not getting a job here. I need that fat black lady that's behind you. It's like, oh, is this the place for Popeye's chicken? Fucking unbelievable. And creative teams to ensure the wider range of perspectives are reflected in D&D products. There's also been an increased focus on including LGBTQ+, there's always a fucking plus, characters and relationships in official D&D materials and lore. That's right, everybody. That's what we need right now. We need people scissoring and getting a doo-doo dick from a guy. That's what we want. No slaves over here, but for some odd reason, it smells like smut in this room. But they're getting paid, you know. But they're getting paid, though. Arguments surrounding the changes. I would like this. Arguments that opponents argue these changes make D&D more welcoming. So this is what they believe. They argue these changes make D&D more welcoming and enjoyable for a broader range of players, reflecting the diversity of the real world. We don't want the real world. The people, the DM, the people that they play it with, they make that world. You, as a company of D&D tabletop, focus on the game. Do not come up to people and be like, listen, I know that you're trying to escape from life and have a really interesting story and play with your friends and have a little tabletop session, but you need to think about the deported Mexicans. That's what you need to do. So what we did was we made all the orcs Mexicans. And the orcs are not evil. They're actually nice people. You're welcome. You're welcome. Shamer Gunn, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. They highlighted the game's potential as a safe space. Every time when they mention a safe space, it is not a safe space. Okay? It's their space. Okay? It's greatest Shamer. I'm messaging on Twist because I'm still... You're not banned on... What the fuck? How are you... Okay. Okay. Well, let me wrap up this video real quick before I talk about that. All I'm saying is I truly believe that Dungeons and Dragons is completely lost. This is not something that I've wanted at all. This is not the world that I wanted to... This is not the world that I know of. I think 3.5 and back is what I truly expected from Wizard of the Coast. But Wizard of the Coast is long gone now. As a matter of fact, here is a new implementation of something that I'm actually enjoying. It is Shadow Dark. Shadow Dark is a completely different group of, by a gay woman, by the way. She goes back into the she's more of her Shadow Dark sort of story, and her whole setup for Shadow Dark is it's old school gaming, basically. New school with a little bit of new school mechanics. But basically what it is Darkest Dungeon D&D. And I find it really, really interesting. It's got this sort of berserk style art that I really like. And it's really, really dark. It's the dark side. I know there's a light side to Dungeons and Dragons even back then, but there was also a dark side that I strongly believe that D&D has firmly lost. This is something that I'm actually trying to get into, or at least learn a little bit of the mythos if I never end up playing with it. But it's something that I actually truly enjoy. And yeah, I strongly believe that's the setup that I like. But anyway, even the art style. Look at that art style. Really, really reminds me of No Rest for the Wicked a little bit. But this is this is them starting, by the way, so don't think it's gonna have the high quality of Dungeons and Dragons that is a multi-billion-dollar company. Give her time. She's steadily growing, and I think what they got is something that's really good. But I'm gonna end it there. D&D, you're done. You're cooked. This is the new D&D for me now. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, we need to... hold on, everybody. Let me go. Oh, wow. So, sorry. I just want to focus on this. Where is he? Is there a... Music, subtitles. Let me go back here. Host. Let me see. I'm trying to find you right now. I want to focus on this right now because I made a oopsie poopsie. Sorry about that. Shamer. Advanced mode. Content. No, I want to find... There should be a list of people that no, I banned somebody by an accident. Shamer's gonna say he did it with malicious intent. And yeah, he made my son cry or something. He's gonna say something that's like, that's like, oh yeah, he also slapped my grandma. And I'm like, no, nigga, I didn't do that shit. Stop this. Let me go all the way back. It's like, we all saw it. Here, let me see. Okay, so apparently he's banned right now. Let me try to unban him. Did it work? I hope it worked. I don't even know. Maybe this thing isn't working. Hold on. Hold on. He banned me because I'm white and British? Yeah, because you were trying to feed me fucking beans and toast, and I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, man, that's the thing that we beans and toast, and I'm like, fuck that. Ban this guy. Get rid of him. He's trying to make me shit bricks over here. You know what? I got it. I'm not done yet. I can do this. Let's do this. No.
You're
I'm finding you. Channel accounts. I know I'm gonna figure this shit out. Stop. View post mentions. Find him. Find him! I will find him! Oh, there it is. Hold on. There it is. There it is. Or panel and settings. There it is. Man, they make you go all the way over here. It's like channels, view advanced settings. No, please don't touch that. Nope. I mean, that's good and all. Go back. Payments. Where are you at? Channel status and features. No! Notifications. Boy. No, I'm dedicated now. Where the hell are you? I hate you. Nope. Nope. Prefaces, language. Nope. Download. Nope. Privacy mentions. Ads on YouTube. Bro, do they hide it? I feel like they hide that shit. Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, I should have done that. Hold on. I need to find, like... yeah, I should do that. Okay. I should do that. That would be much easier. Okay. Yeah, I never thought about that. I didn't know you could do that. He should never... No, don't say that. Oh, he shouldn't have gotten... No. No. Nice. But... Bro. Move. What? I hate you. Now I hate you because I can't unban you. That's what I hate now. I hate you because I can't. I wish I could find you so I could unban you and then ban you again. What the fuck? If you know his channel name, go to it under channel. There is a flag. That was 9 years ago. That was 9 years ago, that information. Here's how you would unblock a specific channel for you. Channel page. What? Why would you put that right there? That doesn't even make any sense. You mean it was right there the whole time? What? Unhide user from my channel. No longer hide comments from this user on my channel. Okay, I think I did it. I hope I did. Give it a shot now. God, why would you do that? Okay, alright, he's there. We did it. We did it. My God. That's retarded. Are we... What the fuck? I went to his channel, and all I saw was report user. And I'm like, I don't want to report the user. And then I look in the Google Help area, and the Google Help area says, you want to go to report user. That's right. You want to unban him? hit the report user button. And I'm like, why would you put the ban button or the unban button in the report user section? What the fuck is wrong with you? How are you going to put IDs on YouTube? And you got me over here looking for the unban button. It's like, oh yeah, you wanna unban somebody that you accidentally banned? Report user. And I'm like, I don't want to report him. No, click the report user button. And then I click it and they're like, yeah, hit that unban button. Why the fuck would you put the unban button in the report user area? It should be about section or settings section, not report user. That what's a good example of how stupid that sounds? What's a good example? That's like that's like buying a box of fucking Cheerios and then you open the box of Cheerios and there ain't no Cheerios in it because you only bought the box. You gotta go back and buy the fucking cereal. And I'm like, no, everybody knows that I want the fuck. You know what I want to do. I want to eat the cereal, but you only bought the box though. Why the fuck would you do that to me? It's like, of course I want the cereal. I saw the box. I wanted Cheerios. You see what I'm saying? Do I look crazy a little bit? It's like, listen, sir, if you want to buy Cheerios, you gotta buy each and every single one of those Cheerios at once. We don't got a bag. You gotta buy the box separate. He's like, why would you hide the bag of cereal? What? Of course I want this. Why would you hide it? It's like, oh, you should have known. You should have known. Well, reminder, YouTube wanted community censors just like Germany. Jesus. How the fuck am I supposed to know what a crazy guy looks like? Do I look crazy to you? I do look crazy. I do look like a little crazy, you know. Like talking about that. Why the fuck? That's like... You're trying to play games on your PlayStation, but the PlayStation is not playing video games, and then you tell them hit the power button. Hitting the power button will not start the game. Hitting the power button on the PlayStation will turn off the PlayStation. Yeah, but hit the power button. And then you hit the power button and the game turns on. And you're like, why the fuck would I hit the button to turn it on and then hit the power button again to play the game? The power button is the power button. That's all it's supposed to be. Or the safe mode. It would be something ridiculous like that. I'm gonna be 40 years old outside somebody's fucking... I'm gonna be 40 years old out of a job, homeless, talking about dumb shit like this. That's me. That's my future. My future is I'm gonna say something that's crazy, but it sounds right. Like, don't hit the report button. It doesn't report the user. You can actually unban people. And they're like, whatever, whatever, grandpa, whatever. And then that kid is like, wait, how do I unban this guy? Oh yeah, that homeless guy said, oh shit, he was right. How's everybody doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Shadow Dark looks good. It looks fun. It looks good. I often get asked how GMs should create and apply conditions in Shadow Dark since they aren't specifically defined. When deciding how a condition will affect the character, I ask myself these 3 checkpoints and then apply the following up penalty if it's true. Conditions. If a condition is a harmful status effect, such as blindness, has it made you less affected, like a disadvantage on actions, enemies might have advantage against you. You can't move, no speed, half speed if you can partially move. You can't think, no action. Those are really interesting. That's really interesting. That's the Arcane Library, the same people that did. I'm following them. Yeah. This looks like there's a wait, what? There's a place called GaryCon? We are so excited to welcome back our friend Kelsey Dion and Arcane Library as a fantastic sponsor. We look forward to seeing what they have in store this year. Can't wait for March 2026. Interesting. GaryCon. What's GaryCon? Sounds interesting. GaryCon. A Gary Gygax, right? So there's a GaryCon. GaryCon is a memorial convention held in honor of Gary Gygax. Well, then Wizard of the Coast can't come then. The father of role-playing games. Join us in March to play and share the camaraderie. That's pretty cool. It doesn't look all that big, but it looks pretty fun. Burning Man? I've heard about Burning Man. It gets pretty crazy. Luke Gygax on game... Bro! Is this his son? Luke Gygax joined Dracoya and the Pickled Dragon to talk about gaming convention life and gaming for active military. What? What the fuck? This is son? Bro, he looks like a for active military.
Hello, everybody.
Dungeons and Dragons don't want to talk. They're like, let's talk about social issues and the real world. Oh, we're gonna give thanks to the military? Nah, nigga, we need to talk about LGBT. Yay! Kelsey? That's a non-binary name? Shut up. Shut up before I time you out and accidentally ban you. My only condition is eye contact at all times. Okay. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this. I just want to hear about the man. I guess that's his son. They look pretty happy to see him. Let's see this.
Back to another Pickled Unscripted. As always, I have the wonderful, talented Matt, the Pickled Dragon, and
you're talking about our guest.
I am Dracoya, and today here we have the incredible Luke Gygax here to hang out with us.
Yo, he's got guns out.
Questions.
Yeah, and I do have to note that it's a little early. Normally, Luke, when we do these, we are enjoying our favorite adult beverages, but we normally film later in the day. But you know, it's Sunday morning, so
it's Sunday morning. You don't want to get a Sam Adams at what's that joke in Family Matters? It's like, I'll have a Sam Adams. It's 9 a.m. in the morning. He's like, yeah, but I want to get the taste of weed and hookers spit out of my mouth. I'll have a Sam Adams too. All times means all times. Don't even blink. Jesus. Y'all are torturing me today. Let's see what he has to say.
Well,
I've heard people say you can't drink all day unless you start early. So
That's right.
that sounds terrible. I don't. It's like 9 a.m. here for me. I definitely don't want to drink. Well, I am drinking.
Yes.
Sparkling soda. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, you know, you and I think we first met in Los Angeles, maybe maybe it was a Gary Con. I can't remember which one.
No, I think we met at Joe's place. I think went over to run a game for Joe Manganello at his place, and that's where I met you. I think we chatted online prior to that, but in person, that was the first time I met you. And then you came to a Gary Con like 11, I think that's right.
10 or 11. I think I have a coin somewhere here. At Gary Con. Interesting the folks that you get to meet and how incredibly open and friendly they are. That's why I always say, you know, Gary Con's my favorite convention. And it's a chance for fans of gaming in general to meet some incredible movers and shakers from the past and present, you know.
Yeah, and that's on purpose that it's like that. When I wanted to kind of recreate at Gary Con how I had remembered early conventions in Lake Geneva, whether it was a Gen Con, which was relatively small back then, but more so like Spring Revel and Winter Fantasies, which are little regional conventions of maybe a couple hundred, you know, people. And as a boy, I'd be able to walk around and just go up to a table and see a game that people were playing and be like, oh, what are you playing? And they'd be like, oh yeah, we're doing this. Hey, sit down, kid. I'll teach you how to play. Right?
Oh, that's nice.
And they were very welcoming and warm, and everybody felt part of a community very, very much. And then later on,
You can't do that now. It's like, hey, can I learn how to play, mister? And the guy just starts heavily breathing because he's fat. This fat little, like, twink guy. And he's just like, I know more than you. Anyway, I'm rolling. How much damage is that furry doing to my ass? Yeah, that's gonna be 36. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You can't do that now, kid. You can't, not anymore. It's a little weird right now.
In California, I was in the Army, and went to...
Hoorah.
I can't remember which con it was. It was a con in the Bay, and I don't want to name them, but I went there, and I wanted to play test a scenario I was working on for Gary Con. It was, you know, many years ago. It was probably Gary Con 6 or 7, so, you know, over 10 years ago. And I was walking around, and it seemed people did not seem very friendly or welcoming, but I walked up to a table of games, I said, hey, what are you guys playing? And they all looked at me like, how dare you even speak to us? And
I called it before I even changed it. I called it. I don't know this stream, but I know people. I called it. I don't know this. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't even know Gary Gygax had a son. But I know people. That's sad. That's very sad. He's doing a Kickstarter, which looks like... What is he doing a Kickstarter? The Burning Man, an adventure for first and second levels. Founded in 2 hours. Funded in... Wait, it got funded in 2 hours? Jesus. Jesus, they funded you quick. Gax Works. Lucian Gygax, the creator's identity has been confirmed through the identity verification. Let's check it out. Now, when you see the Burning Man, you're thinking about that concert.
In the blighted lands of Okrim, the town of Nasir faces fiery doom. A criminal enterprise known as the Fang peddles flame, a
Where are the black chicks?
terrible drug that feeds the fire god Nar's insatiable appetite for suffering. Can you disrupt the ritual and defeat their
Hot goth chick? You can't do that. I think this is AI. Yeah, I think it is.
vile scheme? Find out in The Burning Man, a thrilling 5e adventure for first and second level characters.
Wait.
In The Burning Man, a thrilling 5e adventure for first and second
It's a
level
5e
characters.
adventure. Okay, that's fine. That's pretty cool. I think that's amazing that he's doing that. That they're doing their own thing and their own sort of like mythos and lore and their own style. I think that's really cool. I hope they keep on going. Looks like they reached way past their fucking pledge, their goal. They got a few backers here in 49 hours to go. I could probably, you know, send some money their way, maybe like $10 or something like that. But I think that's really cool that that people are just branching out and doing their things. So basically people are planting seeds for their own sort of adventure, their own video games, their own tabletops. I think this is fascinating. I think more people need to do this. Way to go, man. Way to go. I might watch this. I'm gonna put this as a because I do want to watch this later. Save. Watch later. Yeah, I want to watch that later. Yeah, I want to watch that later. There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about right now. That's cool. Hey, what are you guys playing? We don't want to talk to you. I'm too busy getting fucked by a dragon. Wow. Don't we slay dragons? Don't we slay dragons? Not anymore. What do they call? What would they call him? Well, what would they call a military white man? Chat, you're gonna tell me. I got so many in my head. Chat, just list down a white military man. Just give me a list of calling that people would give him. I know it's there. I'm just drawing a blank. Yeah, it makes you kind of sad. It doesn't make me too sad. It doesn't make me too sad. I think I like it, the fact that it's sad that Luke, it seems to me that Luke Gygax is not, I think Luke Gygax probably talked to Wizard of the Coast some way and tried to, you know, say, hey, I love Dungeons and Dragons too. He's like, hey, we should play a session, Wizard of the Coast. You know, we should, you know, I mean, my dad worked on all this. I would like to, you know what you're doing. And I'm pretty sure Wizard of the Coast does not like Luke Gygax. I think this is partly why Larian Studios, this is partly the reason why Larian Studios is not doing anything with Wizard of the Coast anymore after Baldur's Gate 3. One, because of the layoffs. Two, because of the disrespect with Gary Gygax. I think that's what it is. I think Sven Vinka recognizes, like, you know Sven Vinka. What did he say at the Game Awards? Like, you have to treat people with respect. You know, we have to do things for the gamers. You know, you need to stop treating your employees like a spreadsheet. All these sort of things, and you know, you shouldn't put politics into your games, or tabletop. Not like politics, like, oh, something into the story. We're talking about politics like, oh, well, I'm this, so let's make a story about this. See what I mean? Where it's just like you take the player away from the game, sort of thing. Generational racist? Yeah, something like that. No, I'm sad because I've made 2 role-playing games and never published them. Dude, go ahead. Crate. Start up a Kickstarter. Do your thing for your role-playing game. I'll be the first person to donate $100 to your role-playing game. Go start with 1 and do it, man. And then let us know what's up. Don't just stand there. Write it down. Come on, man. Listen. No, do not go ahead. Publishing a successful TTRPG is hard as fuck. Everything's hard, dude. Everything's hard. I mean, I say that all the time. It's like, where nothing is easy and shit. Politics, not policy. Yeah. And articles messed up the quote. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have long for this world. Just make something. Start fresh. Start from the beginning, and then just let your hands do the work. Don't do the whole thing that I do, where it's just like, I gotta get the AC just right. I gotta get the snacks. I gotta get the paper. It's like, oh man, well, let me play some music while I'm thinking. Don't do that. I do that all the fucking time, where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna write my book. Personally, I do market research first. Market research is a smart idea. Yeah, I think it's smart to know exactly what you're up against. But I think the passion of your work, because you're not a giant corporation, okay? You're just a couple of people with a strong passion for TTRPGs. Start from there, and then later, keep it in mind, but start. Perfect example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Meet My Time at Porsche. This is a Kickstarter. They had, you know how Pillars of Eternity had like 77,000 backers or something like that? Well, this game had 3,700 backers on their game, making $146,000 for their game, My Time at Porsche. It looks pretty girly of a game, right? Here comes, and they got tiers for it and everything. I like this game. I don't care what you say. Shut up. They have another game, because they have 3 games in total. Pathia Games. They're called Pathia Games. They are an indie company. Their next game was My Time at Sandrock. This game I did play. It had better graphics, and they made all this happen. They made up to here. They didn't make it down to here. They wanted to add more down here. It's kind of like, what's this game kind of? This game is basically Stardew Valley, except not gay. I know the art style is probably not to your liking, but they've already made it. They made it up to 500k. Now, we are not done. This is Pathia Games. They are working on their 3rd title. They got 10,000 backers on this one. This is their next game, where they upped the graphics. This one's not out yet. It's called My Time at Evershine. It's the next installment. This one has 33,000 backers, making 2 million, almost 3 million. The art style is way different. I think this is some Asian developers or something like that, and they've made all these achievements. You're always going to start small. This is just an example. You're always going to start small, but you have to work at it. It's going to be hard. You are not the only person working on something while you have 2 jobs. You are not the only one. I've met people that work as nurses. I've met people that work from home. I've met people that work in at the military, and they're making their own thing. I think I met one person that's doing a fun that's trying to get donations for his beer. He's trying to start up his own beer company. You always start small. but you have to start. Well, what's the term for like when you're trying to ask a girl out? You make what's it? What's the term? It's you make 100% of the shots that you don't make, or something like that. I forgot what the term is. Basically, the term is you can't fail if you've never started. Basically, you can't fail if you've never started. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I like my time. Yeah, you need to have a good networking. Yeah, that makes sense. Networking is probably a good first step. That's true. I don't want to accuse this guy of cheating, but I don't know. I couldn't snap like that in Battlefield 2. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that. Okay. Let's talk about this.
Follow me in Delta Force.
Okay. Everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Warriors and Witches, how y'all doing? It's good to see you. God bless you all. I have another hard rant for you. This one pertaining to Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 is actually looking pretty good, but we'll see how long EA fucks that shit up. But anyway, let's talk about cheating. Apparently, in the open beta, you're going to find a lot of cheaters. What you're not going to find a lot of is cheaters literally showing themselves cheating online for clicks. That's what's happening. You know what's worse than that? I'm okay with the stupidity. It's the part where you try to bullshit me that I don't like. This person right here is Riley. It's a dude that's a cat boy. I like how somebody's like, yeah, I'm a cat girl. You're a dude. Shut the fuck up. I don't care if you're trans. You're being fucking weird. Let's focus on this issue. Seek help, okay? He posted himself on Twitter, literally aimbotting. Let me show you.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era. That was so long ago. Oh.
You want me to show you that?
Oh.
That is not a movement from A to B to C. That was A to C. That's not, there was 0 frames from one person to another. When you turn to people, it requires a certain level of, because you're aiming, you actually take longer to move from left to right. There's when you're hip firing, you have a little bit of weight from shooting from left to right. When you move left to right and you're not hip firing, it's a little bit faster, but your aim isn't going to be as precise. This guy,
oh my god, what?
It's like Goku with the instant transmission. There was no left to right. There was just A, B, and C.
What the fuck? That was nuts!
And then he acts like, it's like, oh man, did you see that? Yeah, we saw it, nigga. This one's my favorite because it's undisputed. It's undisputed. Why the fuck are you cheating in an open beta? This is why he got banned off of the fucking game. But here's the funny thing is. Why are you gonna out yourself like that? Are you fucking retarded? Okay, I get it. You're cheating. Why the fuck would you go? He's trans. I totally forgot. Mental illness. Okay. This is a certain level of attention whoring that I've never seen. If you're out there being trans, cutting your dick off, calling yourself a cat girl, even though you're a boy, you're seeking attention. Another level is cheating on a fucking AAA game and then showing it online. That's hyper combo finish level of attention whoring. Okay? Watch this.
Nuts! Yes!
Shoots this guy. Now, I want you to watch the frames. Can we slow this thing down? Oh, yes, we can. Let me turn down the sound. Shooting this guy. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're in slow motion, people. We are in, what is this? 0.25 times speed. He is gonna go so fast that not even this slow speed in this video can find him. Why are you shooting? Why are you shooting this wall? Let's find out. Let's find out why he's shooting this wall. Because everybody knows when you play Battlefield, you're getting shot from 10 different areas, okay? Not everybody dies in Battlefield. A lot of people are like, "Oh man, I'm a god." Even the god tier players die in Battlefield because there's so many players. Who's on the other side of this wall? Of this rock? Well, well, well. If it isn't a head lined up to the reticle, right point blank in the middle. Right there. That's a dude right there. That orange spot, that's a dude. For some odd reason, when he got away from the rock, his reticle was already on the guy's head. He snapped back to reality with that second guy, hit a rock, moved away from the rock, and for some odd reason, when he aimed away from, well, he didn't aim, he shifted away from the rock, his reticle was right on the fucking tomato head of this man. Sir, you're cheating. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Mr. Hardcore Mode, obviously he's cheating. We all know that. This nigga right here is stating that he's not cheating and that he's God tier. Everybody around, well, no, sorry. Everybody that believes him only believes him because he's trans. That's it, point blank, period. Every white dude around here or white person is just going, listen, I know he's not cheating because I watch his channel. I heard that and I fucking laughed. You mean to tell me that you follow this guy, you watch his channel, you are a fan of this cat boy, and you're gonna tell me that he is not cheating? Nigga, how am I supposed to fucking believe you when you're already balls deep is like right on this cat boy? If you were just some random person, which we do have a lot of random people just coming up and saying, oh, he's not cheating. It's just a bunch of fucking twinky little boys coming together trying to save the trans boy. That's it. That's all there is. Everybody's trying to do Captain Save-A-Ho around here. Just be fucking honest. Be fucking honest. By the way, he got banned from DICE. DICE banned him from the game. You want to know why? Oh, that's easy. Because he fucking cheated. You think you're gonna get banned for not cheating? No, nigga. No, nigga. You don't get banned for not cheating. You get banned for cheating. And also, you outed yourself by showing this video. They have analytics to find you cheating. And guess what? You got banned from the game. You also got banned for Twitch, but Twitch is gonna do the thing and he literally got banned for less than 24 hours. Twitch is a socialist company. The people are fine. The socialist company is not. Let's continue with the video. And I want to tell you something. Every time when he cheats and it really does look like a cheat, you know what you do when you lie to your family? Or you know what you do when you lie to your family or when you do something nefarious, you try to blemish it up and be like, oh my god, oh man, anyway, alright, cool, awesome. It doesn't work. I'm not good at lying. My dad's fine. My dad knows that I'm lying when I try to embellish it and be like, yeah, I did clean, I totally cleaned the kitchen. Everything's good, Dad. Everything's good in the hood over here. I did not clean that kitchen. I got my ass whooped. Trying to be all giddy and shit. Be like, everything's good. I was like, hey, Dad, I even mowed the... My dumbass thought it would be good to embellish that I didn't clean the kitchen, and I also added flames to the fire. And you know what I said? I said, not only did I clean the kitchen, Dad, I mowed the fucking lawn. Because I was playing video games and not doing what I was told, I got my ass whooped. I cleaned the kitchen. I mowed the lawn now, and I cleaned the living room. So I got the combo breaker of fucking around and find out. You see what I'm saying? Trying to blemish and shit. He's like, oh, so not only did you lie, you blemished it and said that you did all this other stuff? Okay. I'm gonna whip that ass. Okay, that's just gonna happen. And you're gonna do all the stuff that you said you were supposed to do, and the stuff you were supposed to do, and I'm just gonna add more tasks. Watch what he says. What? Every time when you know he's lying, watch how he talks.
That was so long ago. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Blemishes. Oh my god, I'm such a good oh man, I did my best.
Nuts!
Blemish.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
My god, man. That wasn't even a blemish. That wasn't even a blemish. He just said he did. He fucking cheated. That wasn't even a fucking... What? Nigga, that wasn't even a fucking blemish. He just said what he fucking did. And he's not supposed to fucking... That wasn't even a blemish. He just said... That's like going to my dad and my dad saying, can you clean the kitchen? And then I tell him no. I'm like...
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Are you getting 240 FPS? Good computer.
Blemishing in 3, 2, 1. He's cutting the video.
How much of this game have you played, though?
Now his chat is asking him questions on his fucking skills. Now chat's wondering, can I ask you something? How long have you been playing this game? Because even his chat now is like, have you been playing? Like they're like, are you some sort of, you know, like person that plays a lot of shooters? They're just tilting their head like, Hey,
teammate. Whoa!
Jesus. Every time when he switches from one person to another, I can hear Goku's tew with his fucking with his fucking instant transmission. 12k people watching on Twitch, that's the achievement. 70 million views on X, that's good money. Yep, there it is.
So I just got a free abyssal dagger.
That's so insane.
He's got copyright music on here, but I think it's fine. His screen is moving so fast that it's even... Is he getting screen tearing? I can't tell from this X video. His screen is moving so fast from one person to another, and don't give me that fucking bullshit where like, get good, you could do the same thing. Don't give me that fucking bullshit. This man just shot 3 people in a radius around him. You don't fuck off with that bullshit. The only time he dies, and well, I haven't seen him die. The only time he's gonna die is when he reloads.
Oh my god, I'm crying. What the fuck?
See what I mean? Oh my god! So good.
You don't do the dishes, you don't have anything to eat off of.
What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck was that? Go back. Go back. I want to see that again. I'll do that. To be fair, he saw 2 people, but it's still aimbotting. He saw 2 people. I thought he didn't see anybody there. There was already like 5 different like clips of him doing that shit anyway. I'm looking for the moment where he did not see it. Well, we've already seen that. I want to see another one.
True. It's nothing. I'm telling you.
He saw that person. Saw that person. Still aimbotting.
Okay, so you had 2,000 viewers and you're calling me famous.
You didn't know. You didn't see that
No
fucking
way.
person. Even he's like, no way.
I just lost a nutty clip to Bloom.
Nigga, you no. You didn't know. You didn't know. You didn't know. You did not know. I want to see it. You did not know there was a person there. You didn't know that was the one. Well, there's many of them. Got the headshot. He did see his head there. He did see his head there. Hold on, I want to see another one. I'm looking for the rock one was so perfect. The rock one was so perfect.
Yes, what the fish? Oh my god, you did fall.
Let me find one. Let me find one.
Maybe play though.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Why did he look the way to the left? And as soon as he's pulling up his fucking gun, his gun moved him to the far right. Cause his dumbass was gonna look to the left to see if anybody was coming through on the left-hand side. He was gonna go for the heal, but he wanted to see if somebody was coming through the door on the left right here, because he wanted to check the door on the left to see if anybody was coming. His dumbass did not see this gun. He did not see this gun. Look at this. He was like, is there a person coming through? And then as soon as he aimed, for some odd reason, well, it's aimbotting, hence the reason aimbotting. When you aim, you automatically find the person. So as soon as he brings up his gun, there he goes. Like, at this moment, you're so close to the enemy, you don't need to aim. You don't need to aim. You're actually making it. You're actually doing more. You're actually doing more than you should. You're already close to him. You can get him like this. You don't need to get up like he's already in front of you. You can just let loose. You ain't gonna miss any shot. You just need to turn and go that way. But he has to aim. Ah, well, is that it? No, he didn't aim. That turn was crazy, though. That turn was... Wait, no, he is... No, he's not aiming. He's not aiming. But you see what I mean right here? Watch this. Because I want to be fair.
How much of this game have you played, though?
See what I fucking mean?
Hey, teammate. Whoa!
You mean to tell me?
Hey, teammate.
Wait.
Whoa!
You mean to tell me that you weren't able to finish this guy off? You were not able to finish this guy off. You finished him off, then it went straight over to him. And that's a normal hit.
So I just got a free abyssal dagger.
Jesus, there's a lot of cheats on this. Fucking Jesus. Nope. Nope. And then right here. What kind of speed is that? Yeah. Anyway. It's crazy that having good FPS can it's crazy what having good FPS can do for you. I had good FPS. The way you were turning, and don't tell me you were flicking. Do not tell me you were flicking. Flicking can still fuck you up. For everyone still doubting me, Cope and Seethe, use the hand cam to prove I'm not cheating. Can't wait for week 2 of Battlefield 6. I'm gonna turn it down because of the music. Why did you get banned though?
Holy shit.
Why did you get banned though?
Yeah, I'm behind everybody. Holy shit.
What do you... Hold on, I want to see this in slow motion. Turn down the turn off the music. Let's watch. What? Wait. You were shaking your hand there. Why didn't your character shake? Hello? Why didn't your character shake? You shook your hand. Well, look. You shook your hand. It's like, okay, you're aimbotting here, and you are aimbotting. Why is your hand moving? Why is your hand moving before? Maybe it's the webcam thing. Maybe it's the webcam. And then he moves over here and watch him shake his hand. Boom, boom. Yeah, his camera is like moving. It's ahead of the fucking. It's ahead of the gun. So the gun is doing the work, but his hand is slower. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got what's it called? He's got fucking music that I don't want to play for, you know, to get, you know, copyrighted. That's not right. What were you shooting over there? What the fuck was that? Excuse me? Shoot. Shoot. Who are you shooting? There ain't nobody over there. All I see are fucking... No, there's nobody over there. That flick right there. You did not see anybody right there. Who the Like, I get the flicking. I get the flicking. Right there. What the fuck kind of flick is that? You do not do perfect precision flicking like that. You do not. You do not. You get lucky when you flick. You're always gonna have a little bit of extra room. Right there. You're always gonna have a little bit of extra room. You're always gonna flick to the next one, and you're always going to mess up just a little bit and shoot a little bit far away. But each time that he flicks, it's right on them. It's not a, oh, well, let me adjust to the next one. Shot, body shot, kill. And then right to the next one. He didn't even pass his body. It's straight to him. Dude, you're fucking aimbotting. That's the only one. That's the only one that was remotely like off. And you're always gonna have sound cues that you're shooting them. So even though he's not, even though he doesn't see him, you're gonna get sound cues and you're gonna have numbers on your screen showing that you're hitting someone. That's a person right there. Sir? Sir, how did you find him? Through that smoke? How did you find him through that smoke? Were you blind shooting? Shot? Huh? What was that? Okay. I would like to hear what Shroud believes. I would like to hear what Shroud believes. I want to hear him before I hear somebody that doesn't believe what I'm saying. I want to hear, because Shroud is the fucking master. Battlefield 6. Let's see. I want to find it. Aim what? It's too... What aim community? It's too smooth to be actually human movement? Yeah, yeah. No, that's somebody else. I think that's the video. Yeah. Let me see. I don't see a video on Shroud talking about it, but I do have somebody else talking about it. Let's look at this real quick. I do have somebody else looking at it.
Battlefield has had their most successful, largest beta launch ever.
Don't talk about that. I want to talk about this.
They have some decent kills here and there. I can tell you, I mean, this person has lower stats than I do. The same accuracy, but lower stats, lower KD. I mean, there's no way, I would say close to no way that this person is cheating. But I'm going to play the clip and I'm going to break it down a little bit and then we're going to move past this because god damn, it's gotten way more attention than it ever deserved.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era.
But that's the thing though, he wanted more attention anyway. This is what he wanted. That's why he posted it.
decent accuracy.
So long ago.
Right? Decent accuracy, some decent flicks.
What the fuck?
Like, that's still not that crazy. Like, it's cool.
It's
It's
coming
nice
up.
to get a quad,
It's coming up.
but I mean, back at you.
It's
Right,
coming up.
So, not to mention, you have the mini map down here. The character, or whatever, blocks it, so it's kind of hard to see. But the person was shooting; they were a red dot.
Aw. Oopsie. Targeting 240 FPS. Good computer.
That's just like decent tracking on one kill, like fucking one kill. This is a total of 2 minutes long. This whole Twitter clip, 20 hours of gameplay. That means 0.1% of the time they can pull off a single or a double or a triple kill that looks good with fast sensitivity. I'm telling you, there is no reason to run this. Most players, I will say most players will play low sense. All good players will play low sense. I'm sorry to break people's hearts, the aimers. It's basically just new era trick shotting, trying to get a fancy little flashy clip. Every pro player you'll ever see.
Yeah, because it's 2 minutes and then it's a 2 hour of him probably getting killed in the game. I want him to talk about The Rock.
I play a little bit super. I mean, that's just a triple. That's actually a quad, but they swap weapons. I mean, there's tons of missed bullets. You'll see in these clips.
I do see them.
Overflow.
Listen, you're always going to get mixed bullets even when you're aimbotting. So I don't want to hear anything about that. Is this the one? Where's the one that he was talking about with The Rock? Yeah, that's the one.
Back at you because they're.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
Symphony kind of, again, rage flick, and they weren't really all.
No, bullshit! 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 I'm calling bullshit on the... No! No! Do not! Do not! Do not bullshit on me on that one. Come on, Marksman. Come the fuck on. This person said this cat person was already caught with various VAC bans on their Steam account on other games. This person also has 4 Steam accounts, 3 of them with VAC bans. I'ma go with they are 100% cheating. Snaps at the player behind the wall and starts shooting. Just a flick, guys. Bro, he's getting roasted on here. Bro, he's getting... The cat girl, the cat boy, was caught cheating in the past and banned for it. He definitely is still cheating. Well. Pattern of behavior strikes again.
On. You know?
Regular kills.
I mean, these are just not... Most of these are not that impressive. There are some good clips here. There are some...
What do you mean most of these are not that impressive? What the hell are you talking about? I just saw this man flick through 4 dudes and go... And you're saying that's not an... Most of these are not impressive. I mean, I get it. If he shoots 2 dudes and kills them, I guess that's not impressive. I'm going to tell you right now, if you are killing and surviving, you're doing good kills. That's it. If you're surviving and you're doing kills, you're playing the game, you're doing awesome. Now, if I'm looking for, is like, I want him to see the awesome play, and then he's like, oh yeah, just a flick, bro.
Good tracking. There are some good, like, you know, some good flicks here, but it's not a lot. It's not that much, certainly. Like flicked back. Obviously, just running up on a dude that doesn't know what he's doing. That was no flick, just kind of locking on. Throwing down ammo, looks like. Aiming across. Decent accuracy, but wasn't a flick either. One shot.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me about that flick. Point blank and stopped right at him. When you flick, you're always going to get a little extra. You're always going to get a little extra. You do not want to flick and when he's flicking and shooting people point blank accuracy at long range targets, that's a fucking problem. Mid range, I could understand mid range, but if it's long range and you flick point blank at 2 or 3 people that are in long range, fuck your mother. All right? You're lying.
On that character, that guy was low. That dude was good accuracy because he was in between a car. It was just a triple though, no crazy.
That one's normal.
I mean, flicked off, missed. Bloom got him a little bit too. They're shooting too low, so half those hit.
That guy's shoulder.
The real reality of that is that it's a lot of kills, long distance, especially while you're strafing and full autoing, are kind of lucky just because the game's Bloom apps.
Kind of lucky? You're right. You're absolutely right. Long range flicking, you can kind of get kind of lucky. This man is not creating luck. He's already got a repertoire for already getting banned, and he's got multiple accounts. I don't know what to tell you. But also, he's doing long range flicking, point blank accuracy. When he misses, it's because the target is already dead. It's like, oh, he missed a little bit. The target's dead. What do you mean he missed? The target is dead.
Absolutely screws. Got 75 million views. Blows my mind. But there are people cheating in Battlefield. And EA did release a statement saying, hey, since the open beta's early access, just in the first week, Javelin, which is their anti-cheat system, has prevented 330,000 attempts to cheat or tamper with anti-cheat controls, which is insane. Obviously,
I want to find a real cheater. We saw the cat person. Let's find an actual cheater. Let's find an actual cheater and let's compare and contrast. Let's do that, chat. Let's do that. Okay. I want to compare and contrast. Which one is he? Holy shit. You're dog shit if you think Riley is cheating. That's the cat boy. Look at how many kills to death ratio this is. Other players get 21 to 6. I get it. I understand. See, this player on the right side, Sparky3577, has 30 kills, 14 deaths, 11 assists. Makes sense. Okay, that's fine. This guy could even get 40 kills and 14 deaths, and I could still understand that. Like this person right here, Tadium, 43 kills and 13 deaths. Look at him. Top of the leaderboards, 61 kills, 9 deaths, probably because he was reloading or he sneezed, and 14 fucking assists. That is not so crazy. We have good players on the enemy side, but that didn't matter because somebody was fucking you know what's funny? His name is right next to the person named Lawful. That's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Computer enhanced. Wait, can you not see this? I apologize. It's not getting closer. I apologize. I apologize. I want to find another cheater. Ooh, this guy's literally fucking cheating. I just want to see. I want to see. Because he left all his shit up. This guy's leaving his shit. You can turn all this shit off, by the way. You can turn all this shit off. I want to see him transition from person to person. Because you can turn all this shit off and make it look more authentic. I need a multiple hit, not just one person.
Just run about it, firing every corner.
I want to see him transition from one person to another.
Oh, pistol whipped him and all. Come here, kid.
Damn it. Damn it. I want, because like he said, I want to see the flicking that they keep on talking about. I want to see it. There must be another person fucking cheating. They're everywhere. Should I be showing all this? Because you might see some hentai on the damn screen. I just saw 2B with a controller, and I was like, okay, all right. Oh, there's another cat boy that is also cheating. That's great. I needed another one. I just need another person shooting multiple enemies, because these motherfuckers always out themselves as they're just like, look at me cheating, and then they get views for it. No. I want more. More. Are you fucking kidding me, guys? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not gonna show chat that. Chat's gonna be like, yeah, that was gay. Huh? Huh?
This is
Chat. 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 Where did it go? Where did it go? No. No. Where did it go? I just saw it. No, it was down here. I just saw it. Not him. Nope, definitely not him. What? No, it's coming down here. Where is it? I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm sorry. You don't have to see that. Okay, here we go.
Using overlays that are banned in... This individual has been caught using overlays that are banned in many first-person shooters. Overlays that EA themselves will ban you for.
This is actually...
What's it called? What's that site called? HUD site? Let's check that out. HUD site. Simple, robust, secure. Set a custom crosshair in your favorite game and stop bothering yourself with the default game settings. Just start and win. Compatibility. Software could work with games based on DirectX everything. Easy to use. Just set one of pre-installed crosshairs or select your own image, and that's all. Run the game, and software will do the rest of the work. No input lag. HUD site draws a crosshair overlay right over a game frame, and it doesn't matter what video mode it's used in the game. That's why you can switch your game in full screen and minimal input. Now, we're not talking about the crosshairs. We're not talking about the crosshairs. I'm looking for putting crosshairs. By the way, this is still illegal. You can't put this shit on here. I don't know why he would put that on there.
In many first-person shooters, overlays that EA themselves will ban you for.
This is actually a screen crosshair that you download, and it helps you shoot straight. just in case you need help, you know, finding the center of your screen. If you look down the bottom of the screen, right there, you'll see the application. This is it here. This is what it's called. Riley CS uses overlaid crosshairs in the center of her screen to help her
calm the fuck down. That's a dude.
Own aim. This cracked god at gaming has to have a crosshair overlaid on the screen still to this day. Yeah, moving on.
Here, if you go to documents.
So that is the crash dump file right there.
Crash dump file.
Bottom, and that is the actual overlay for the crosshair right there in the center of our screen. Now, there's a lot of stuff online saying that you can be banned from games for using these crosshairs. And there's even an EA thread specifically saying, do not use these in our games.
I mean,
this individual.
I mean, he's literally using it.
That you can be.
I mean, it's literally on his screen right there. It's right through the fucking window. His crosshair is right there. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, it's just a crosshair. If this nigga needs a crosshair, if this nigga's gonna put crosshairs in his game, which is supposed to be banned off of Battlefield, what else does this nigga have on the game? You know what I mean? What else does he have on here? I'm seeing I see EA, I see, what is Riot Games? That's probably another game over here. That's probably an Equalizer or something like that. What else do you have on here, my dude? What else? I'm just curious. What else do you have on here? Okay, counterpoint, they're trans. How is crosshair overlays cheats? I fail to understand the advantage it gives, as opposed to something like the aimbot that was clearly being used. If it doesn't offer an advantage, why would they use it? They do offer an advantage, but really only applies games without a crosshair. The crosshair overlays is the aimbot. How so? That is a really good question. It's a blatantly breaking TOS, even if it's not outright cheating. I mean, they're using aimbot, but it is against EA's TOS to use the overlay. Have you played Battlefield game? It's like they want the sites to give you a migraine. Some games don't have crosshairs to add realism or other reasons. Example, CS sniper rifles disable your crosshair, making ADS a requirement. That's not something I can explain. Many of those cheats move your crosshair when activating. What? To pin the target. So you know where the aim is going beforehand. So that would explain why. That would explain why the fucking hand was moving, but the gun was moving a little bit faster. That would explain it. That would explain why the hand was moving quicker. Because the guns, it's like a stronger form of aim assist, where the aim assist is supposed to be like, well, if you're already nearing the body, if your crosshair is close to the body, it will slowly get towards the body. Whereas in these sort of crosshairs will just the person's right here and you're aiming this way. It's not aim assist anymore. It's just aimbotting, and it just right to it. Cheaters usually just hide crosshair when clipping stuff and use a virtual crosshair. It's against the term of service, so the crosshair overlay is considered cheating in all Battlefield games played in CS. It's like, I want to know more. 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 I want people to dispute it. Most online shooters consist this as a form of cheating, including Battlefield. If it's cheating, it's cheating. Proves they don't care to use. That is actually a good point. Proves they don't care to use cheats. That actually is a great point. If you're going to use like a crosshair from a third-party service, when you clearly even I know, even before reading the TOS, I know using a crosshair seems like I'm toying with something. Now, if you're doing like a PvE game like State of Decay, nobody's gonna fucking care. It's a PvE game. But if it's a PvP, I would feel disgusting using a crosshair, even though it doesn't seem like cheating. It is a form of cheating. I wouldn't do that. That's why I say, if you're going to put a crosshair from a third-party service, nigga, you don't care about cheating. This is not some, oh, I just need a different kind of crosshair. Nah, nigga. You're adding more than just a crosshair. Do not come up to me. Do not wait a minute. No. Let's keep going. I thought about something for a second. If you're adding anything the game doesn't provide, it's cheating, especially when you gain an advantage, any advantage, and EA says not to use it. Don't cheat at all game. Don't be a loser. Goes for all streamers. Snapping to the center mass on a player through terrain is all the evidence I need. Yes, very true. Everybody's saying that he's retarded. I want to learn. Retards saying that this still isn't cheating when this is proof that Tron is willing to use bannable software to make the game artificially easier. More and more evidence will come out, and these same people will defend this person. It's third-party software that changes the game is cheating. Too bad his pronouns are cope. I don't care about that. I just want a center of his screen. Get it right. I honestly don't think this itself is bad, given my monitor has 20 different ones to choose from. However, I know this clown bitch sissy boy is cheating 100%. Delusional piece of mentally ill shit stain. Jesus Christ. I like this guy. I might add him. Why would you do that? Why would you say overlay crosshair is cheating? Now is it? My monitor literally has one. If I turn it on, am I cheating then? Why? Is everybody fucking retarded? Is everybody retarded? Bro, look at how much money I stole. I'm gonna show people on X. I stole all this money from a grocery store. And then somebody else was like, that's nothing. I stole this money from a bank. It's like, I live over in Chicago, down on 15th Street. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? What is everybody doing? I'm like, yeah, man, I also cheated. I'm right over here. I'll show you. And I'm like, is everybody retarded? Oh, you remember back in the day when people would just, you know, keep it on the... You remember back in the day when everything was keep it on the down low? We don't keep it on the down low anymore when we do something nefarious. Everybody's just out here trying to get the most views and the most clicks. So when they do something stupid, they just outright and say it. And I'm just like, nigga, why would you say that? I also cheat. Is that a problem? Person is banned. And then they say, LOL. It's like, they banned me. How did they know? Nigga. You said. Curious if Twitter thinks I'm cheating. Oh, yes. Yes, more. Yes, more. Okay, I want to see this one. Last one. Is this a dude or a girl? It's a dude. It's a dude. That's the same thing he did. Oh shit! There's fucking an overlay right there and I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. There's a fucking overlay right. Any overlays, right? Dude, that's the same thing he did. That's the same thing he did. You didn't even see that guy. Well, to be fair, you're not gonna have your character on your screen, so you probably saw him. But you're cheating. Yep. Holy shit! You're from downtown. You saw that guy? It's from there. Holy shit! Okay, this is nothing's on the screen now. Okay, that stupid fucking cat girl's off the screen. Jesus, bro. You went from him to him. There's no room for error. It's just pop, pop, pop. Next one. Tew. Pop, pop, pop. Tew. That's the same thing. Bro. No wonder there were 330. Of course they would be cheating on the open beta. Of course they were cheating on the open beta. That makes sense. It's like playing a MMO on an open beta, and of course there would be RMTs right there. Of course. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there. Holy shit. That's the... I'm about to say something fucked up. If you're a dude and you like to dress up as a cat girl, stop fucking cheating. That's the rule. That's the new rule. If you're a little cat boy that likes to get a BBC up your ass, stop fucking cheating. The black guys don't like it. Just letting you know, if you're trying to find some big, like... I'm gonna let you know the black guys don't like cheating in the game. They like stealing, but they don't like cheaters. Where do trans people get the idea they can get away with this shit? It's like, oh, they don't even go to prison sometimes for attempted kidnapping, right? The only kidnapping is... The only kidnapping is these kills that they've been doing. A bunch of controller players in the comments. Pipe down trick. Oh god. Jesus. Nah, you're lying. I saw Yorichi. Where? Where? I don't see anybody. Oh my god. Oh, this is... Okay. Alright. What the fuck? Oh, no. Did I fucking... Delete all this. I don't want that cat boy on my fucking screen, okay? No more of that. No more of that. I got more to talk about. Let me go ahead and take a bathroom break and I'll be right back. Behave. Or I'll ban you. Or time you out. I don't know. I don't know anymore. And then I'll have to go to report user and then unban you. Fucking stupid. Okay. Alright. How's everybody doing tonight? Or morning, or wherever you're at? We good? Oh. No, when we're trying to talking about black people not liking cat girls. Yeah, I'm not really into cat girls. Not even cat boys, I'm sorry. Sorry, not into cat boys. Let me eat a little bit before I talk. Ice cream sandwich. I've been dying to play more Ukraine games. I want to go back to Stalker 2. But I'll wait. I've been checking out this game called Manor Lords too. It looks kind of good, but it's in early access. It might be up my alley, I'm not sure. It's like a base building sort of game. I like it because I played KCD. But this is like building your own town. I wonder if I can set up generals or like if I could set up soldiers in Manor Lords and I could just name everybody in chat and put them in there. Is it? Okay. All right. Manor Lords is Polish. I like it. I want to go to Poland. Poland and Czech are my two places that I want to go. Poland looks really nice. I'm putting some money down on the side, so I gotta pick at least one of them. I think I would like to try Poland. I should move myself out of the way for him. There we go. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy, here with another hard rant for you. Warriors and Witches, how y'all doing? I've been looking deep into this whole Roblox thing, and I knew that there were creeps on the Roblox system. I didn't know how much Roblox was actually... What's the word I'm looking for? I knew two things from Roblox. I knew that Roblox had weirdos and creeps looking for, like, young people. I knew that. I knew that. From day one. I mean... Does anybody remember the game? God, when it was an old online game. It was like a penguin game. What's that old penguin game? Chill penguin game. What's it called? Club Penguin. There it is. I knew that there were weirdos on Club Penguin. And to see that they did like Club Penguin like quickly shut down any sort of weirdos that were on Club Penguin, because even adults are playing Club Penguin, but there were creeps on Club Penguin. So when Roblox came out, I was like, there's weirdos on there, and I saw them. I saw it. The other thing that I noticed that Roblox was doing they were doing a lot of games that were close to other IPs, like Dragon Ball games, horror games, and all this sort of stuff. And I'd be like, wow, they're not getting in trouble for any of this. I guess it's, and they're getting monetized for it and stuff like that. You're getting monetized for doing a sort of game that looks like Resident Evil, plays like Resident Evil, but isn't Resident Evil, and you're getting paid for it. And I'm just like, okay. But apparently the whole Roblox thing is actually connected to a whole bunch of bullshit. And Chibi Reviews is actually going to show you right here. My city is a big tourist destination, but you're welcome to crash on my couch. Yo, you're over in Poland? I've been hearing good things about Poland. But anyway, let's go ahead and do it. Oh, my bad.
Does this even happen? How does the Roblox situation connect with the payment processors like Visa and MasterCard and PayPal, and also connect with online safety acts like the UK Online Safety Act, what's going on in America right now with the Kids Online Safety Act, the Screen Act, what's going on also in Canada, Australia, EU? How in the hell is this all connected now? I'm just... Let me just speed run and get everybody up to speed before I get into the conversation of this video.
Yeah, sure. Tell me, man, because I'm confused.
First off, we have demand for the Epstein list. Basically, the internet and everybody online and in the world basically want the Epstein list, released.
Yeah, they shut that shit down real quick, like it didn't even happen. That was fucking weird.
The government
Republicans and Democrats are all on it.
Basically says you're crazy for wanting it released. Then collective shout appears. Payment processors censor anime and games.
Yep.
UK Online Safety Act comes into effect to censor adults. Australia, EU, USA, and Canada do similar acts or bills within their Congress or forms of government. Multiple companies jump on the bandwagon to force ID. YouTube is a very good example. They didn't need to do what they've done, but they are forcing it on YouTube in the United States for clarification, not the UK. PayPal removed from Steam.
I heard about the PayPal being removed from Steam. Steam isn't looking too well right now. I'm fearful of that.
Roblox scandal, aka a whole thing with children getting exploited and horrific things going online that has just basically been ignored for years now, and it finally bubbles to the surface.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Roblox has had weirdos on their website the whole time, and people have been talking about it on YouTube. People have been talking about it on YouTube that there's been a lot of fucking pedophiles on Roblox where kids are supposed to be playing the game. I mean, I get it. Adults could play the game, but you can't be doing weird shit on there. But that has been widely known. But all of a sudden, now it's going to... okay, I guess he's going to tell me. All of a sudden, now they care?
A scandal that now instantly gets the government involved. If you don't believe me, you literally have the Attorney General in America suing Roblox. You have them being investigated by the government. Roblox is getting investigated. So back into this, you have instantly the government's attention notices Roblox. So the government notices them. Then Roblox's VP of Civility and Partnerships works with online safety organizations. Multiple tech companies.
With online safety organizations? Wait, if you're online safety, then why are you working at Roblox and not helping with the fucking weirdos that are on Roblox talking to children and trying to, sex them and try to meet up with them, or I don't know. They're definitely sexting them on the game. What? And you're part of the online safety organization? So wait, all of us, Roblox has been out for many years. How long has this VP been there? How long has that VP been there?
He's on these boards with the VP, aka the VP of Roblox, are companies wanting forced ID. If you don't believe this part about the VP, let's show you. This is Tammy. This is the VP of Civility and Partnerships of Roblox and is on the FOSI board chair. Let's read her description.
Part of FOSI. FOSI is new to me. Family Online Safety Institute. How long has she been there? I want to know. Give me a date.
Real quick to kind of get a good understanding of what she does, for we're all on the same page. Tammy is the Vice President of Civility and Partnerships at Roblox, where she spearheads the platform's digital civility initiative and works to foster a global community of internet safety leaders to ensure good digital citizenship on Roblox.
Yeah, but then she's not doing her job because that there are weirdos online. There have been weirdos on that Roblox website. By the way, I want to clarify. It's different when you have a story or a video game that's pertaining to child abuse because it's a story. It's part of the environment of the story, talking about child abuse and like horror stories talking about child abuse. Those sort of things get banned. But for some odd reason, Roblox doesn't get banned because there are real life children being involved with weirdos and creeps on that. Real life people involved in the game are being toyed with. We're not talking about fake people here. So what is this person that's part of the Family Online Safety Institution? Why are they not doing anything about these weirdos? How long has she been here?
To establish a healthy and safety community, Tammy is focused on providing kids, teens, parents, and caregivers with skills needed to create positive online experiences in partnership with the world's leading safety and industry organizations.
I'm gonna be honest, this sounds like a fake job. I mean, being the president of Roblox, that makes sense, but the civility and partnership, you're not even doing your job. What do? You're just there to collect money.
At Roblox, she empowers platforms to use self-govern and create a confident, resilient online community with the knowledge and tools to create positive experiences for themselves and others in the metaverse. It doesn't just stop here. We have this I'm going to show. Let me pull this up. MasterCard and Visa are partners with Roblox.
What do you mean a partner with Roblox? What do you mean? Wait, no. Wait for a second. You're not talking about, I mean, they're also getting paid and using money for monetization using Visa and MasterCard. Do you mean partner like brand? Partner like wider partnership with Roblox has also partnered with WPP to help brands. Visa's focus on gaming and the metaverse. So by partner, you mean actually on, this is not some, oh, you're utilizing, you know, to get people to get paid. We're not even talking about that. This is a partnership, so that's different. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is getting fucking big, man.
Then it gets much worse than that. We have politicians actively within the last month trading Roblox stock. At first glance, this might seem like a nothing burger, but it's much more than that. If you take a look at the names.
Why is Nancy Pelosi fucking has stock on fucking Roblox? This bitch. I like how it's at January 13 and January 26 of Nancy Pelosi. By the way, they fucking signed off on that. Nancy Pelosi can't be doing stock while you're part of the Senate. That's fucking insider trading. So she stopped like a long time ago. Who's that Jim Banks guy though?
Obviously, if we want to ignore Nancy Pelosi and stuff like that, we need to look at the recent one. June of this year. Jim Banks. Now you're probably wondering, who is Jim Banks? Well, Screen Act. Jim Banks. It does stop there.
Jesus.
Kids Online Safety Act. Jim Banks.
It has nothing to do with kids. It only has to do with controlling the market. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do. And also, it looks like they're Republican. Yeah, Jim Banks. It has nothing to do with helping children. It has zero things to do with children. They're just moving the market the way they want. Like I said, power and control. Jesus fucking Christ. I've never met such low-life, degenerate, money-hungry goblins ever. Let's fuck up the world so I can get some extra change.
Thanks.
What? You, in your salary alone, you could afford crack cocaine and hookers. What else do you want?
Of the co-sponsors, out of the 40 co-sponsors, and what makes this even crazier, he is one of the newer co-sponsors. The newer co-sponsors.
Then he's doing insider. Wait. It's almost like he's doing insider trading as well. This man is moving towards anything that's related. This seems like. Is this illegal? I don't think it's illegal. It's fucked up. But the fact that he's moving towards that so soon, and he did it at June, July, August. He did it at June, knowing very well that Roblox is towards children. Oh my God! They just moved the board pertaining to the end. Oh my God! They just moved the board so they can control the stock flow. That's all this is. It has nothing to do with children. So what they do is, months before they're about to fuck up something, they do something like pretending that they're gonna help the children. So 2 months before, they put stock on fucking Roblox. They probably put stocks on Legos. They probably put stock on a whole bunch of games that are pertaining to children. And what they do is, later on, they do the Kids Act that he's in, because he already knows what's... Wait, on the same day? July. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, July of the 31st. Sorry, sometimes I forget. July. So back in... So within a month, 26th of June, and then what he did was he moved stock on the 26th of June. He put stock on the 26th of June, and then as soon as they knew shit was about to go down, things were gonna change, July 31st, 2025, a month later, knowing that the board was gonna move. Oh my God, bro.
Safety Act. So this is after the collective internet was aware of what was going on, but decided to join in. And what makes this even crazier is because this points to what I just talked about earlier. That instantly, the government gained notice of what was going on with Roblox and initiated like a lawsuit, an investigation, all this, but actively ignore everything else that's been ongoing. But it's so much.
They knew that what Roblox was up to. They knew what Roblox was up to. Like they said, Roblox is part of the FOSI, right? The Family Online Safety Institution, right? Roblox is part of Visa and MasterCard. They knew the site. This is not... Roblox has been around for years. They know the site. Visa and MasterCard are partner with them. They know the site. So when they come out like this, like, I didn't see this coming. And I'm like, What do you mean? This has been an ongoing issue for years with Roblox.
Worse than that. Let's go further. This is the legendary Madam Savvy that's actively been helping the conversation around payment processors, the censorship of the internet, war basically on the internet, bringing to light what Collective Shout has been doing, what these, Visa and MasterCard's been doing, what Roblox has been doing, and what all these different CEOs, etc. have been doing. They've been actively investigating, researching, and pitching in all the information they can, pulling it together in their post, and this is what they found today. And I'm going to cover it. Because when you see this, this is the monsters we're dealing with. This showcases how everything going on is just... You're gonna be... I might be called crazy. It's fine if you call me crazy or I'm a conspiracy theorist. But I want to show this...
Everybody's wondering why the fuck all of this is happening at once and everywhere in the world. So it's not that crazy that everybody... Every institution or government's just like, yo, we're gonna put IDs on you. It's gonna become a war on the internet. The internet is, the days of wild west internet are long gone. So now it's going to be put, Jesus, bro. They do not care about children. All they care about is, well, we know why UK is doing it. They want to know whether or not you're trying to incite any Islamophobia on social media. That way they could just pick up your name and then boom, found him. It's like, listen, this is why people in UK are not calling the police anymore, because they know they're not going to help. But it's like there's no longer a war on the streets anymore. There is in UK. But the war is that their war is like, yeah, well, we need to make sure that free speech is stomped. I mean, did we say that? My bad. We have free speech in the UK. And no, you're doing this of your own means.
Again, before I read this. This happening within just like 3 weeks. You're not gonna look me in the eye or look into the camera or the screen right now, look at me, and straight up comment down below and say that this is just a coincidence. This does not just happen. I can understand maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things, but you're not telling me, with everyone involved, all these different companies involved, these tech companies involved, and everything that's been ongoing, you're not telling me there's not a pattern. There is not connections between all of this that obviously are trying to push a narrative of censoring the internet and taking away your freedom of speech, your freedom of expression, to monitor you, to sell your data. It's very obvious. And there is so much reason to believe that. But let's look at what Madam Savvy had to show here first. So industry capture is an understatement. When you have communication heads from Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and not only part of FOSI, but also a rating board. So yeah, if you didn't catch that, FOSI is the Family Online Safety Institute, which I'm pulling up here. This is FOSI. And once again, for those that don't remember, I know you remember, but I'm going to pull it up. Tammy, which is the VP of Civility and Partnerships at Roblox, is a part of the FOSI board.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Obviously trying to push the narrative of online safety and potentially force like online verification with ID, data collection. You get the point. That's what we're dealing with here. So basically, that's what Madam Savvy's saying. So you have Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T are part of FOSI as well. They're also a part of a rating board. It makes you ask questions. Fred, though...
A rating board. Doesn't this remind you of ESG a little bit? Doesn't that remind you of ESG scores? Is this just another rating board again?
Showing a small glimpse into Tammy's web and how it connects even to ESRB and the actual industry influence these people have. FOSI, interesting things to note. For the low price of $15,000, you can hop on into the Cool Kids Club that feature all the tops from all your favorite companies like Microsoft, Nintendo of America, Sony, Disney, AT&T, Verizon, Discord, TikTok, Tencent, Google.
See, that would explain why. I'm gonna tell you right now, Roblox is part of this. I don't think Roblox is going to get sued. Roblox is not going to get sued. They say they're going to sue them, but They say they're going to sue them, like, oh, we're standing up for this. We've just found this out that Roblox is being weird. Bitch, this has been happening for years, that there's been weird people on Roblox, being creepy towards children on that website. It's been happening for a while now. Now, when things are starting to move, also Roblox is also stating there's a 1-hour video of the Roblox CEO saying, "Hey guys, we're all about that. We're saving the children." I was like, now you're doing it? And I'm over here thinking to myself, I honestly do not think that they're suing Roblox. I do not think so, because Roblox is part of the FOSI. I don't think they are. I think they're just trying to paint themselves into like everything is all this is not about saving the children. It's all about brand damage. And the way people want to show them. It's all about what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Optics, in a way, where it's so funny that person said, "Oh, breaking news, we're going to sue Roblox and we're going to put them in court." But at the same time, they got people within that Republican Party that know, like that lady was part of the Republican Party. That lady that said they were going to sue, that Republican Party. You think they don't talk to each other? Jim Banks is also part of the Republican Party, and they're also putting stuff on stock towards Roblox. The Republican Party do talk to one another. So this whole idea, like, oh man, we just found out that Roblox is doing crazy things, and then all of a sudden Roblox is saying, by the way, Roblox has been, what's the word I'm looking for? Roblox has been talked about, that their bullshit that they've been doing for years, where they constantly ignore people saying, hey, there's stuff that there's people being weird around the children. Can you do something about it? Please, thank you, I would appreciate it. But nothing happens for years. The YouTubers have made many videos about Roblox and the way adults are talking to children on that Roblox website. They've known this for years. Even that one lady, I don't know how long she's been there, that vice president. She must have known for a while. But now, all of a sudden, the lady's saying, we're gonna sue. Now, all of a sudden, Roblox is like, we're changing everything. The whole time, Roblox have ignored their own community, saying, you need to make sure that the children are safe on here. They've ignored. And now, when all this Online Safety Act is happening, now they're just like, we're ready to change Roblox for the future, for the better, for the children. Now, when bigger fish are involved.
And more, in fact, you'll never know who you will find and what kind of background they have. Makes you wonder why they're all getting involved in certain things. Here's what she mentions. So you can become a member of this board, or get a membership for the Cool Kids Club, so to speak, if you do the low price of $15,000.
Jesus.
Then, these are the people that are on the board, from what Savvy can kind of pull up. And if you take a look here on the bottom right of this picture, I might move my camera out or even make it disappear for you can see. These individuals are all affiliated in some form of massive company. Google, Netflix, you have Microsoft, you have Epic Games, Roblox, obviously.
Are you noticing something? Epic Games is on there. Holy shit! Holy shit! Epic Games has never been touched. Epic Games, all their games have never been touched. But Steam has been getting debanked, because Steam is not part of FOSI. Holy shit. Steam is not a part of this list of the cool people's club. Disney is, Amazon is, EA is. Walmart is, but you know who's not on that list? Steam. I wonder what happens when Steam gets involved with Fosse. What will change? It kind of makes you wonder.
You could see the affiliation with these massive companies, which is red flag. Massive red flag, especially a lot of these companies are connected with Fosse, connected with age verification and online safety.
Mm-hmm.
You get where I'm getting at. Then, you got this. This is Tammy.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. She's been working at Roblox for 9 years and 3 months. Full time. Full time. It's like she, after 5 years of vice president of marketing Roblox, I have the honor of focusing my attention on promoting civility and safety. Actually, get the fuck out of here. You were never doing your job until now. She's been in the Family Online Safety Institute the whole time, and these weirdos on Roblox have been there the whole time, but now you're gonna do something. You could have done something on day one about Roblox and people, adults around kids. You could have done something day one, or negative, but before Roblox even came down, you could have done something, but you didn't. Club Penguin did something really fast. Club Penguin is a game for children. I see those adults that play the game. You're fucking weird. But Club Penguin shut that shit down real quick because there were weirdos online. So there was no, with Club Penguin, you were not able to make messages. You had selective, what's the word on that game? You had selective sentences like hello, nice to meet you, want to be friends, goodbye, all that sort of stuff. They had that shit locked down. But you mean to tell me you've been there on Roblox for 9 years and 3 months and you didn't do shit?
The same individual I just showed earlier, that is the VP for Roblox.
Don't give a fuck about no children.
Her connections. She's a board member of a tech coalition with multiple tech coalitions and stuff wanting online safety and everything like that, but actively has ignored the issues going on with Roblox for years.
Exactly.
Think about that. Then, it gets much worse. We have Courtney here, which we have Madam Savvy. She actually talks about this in a second, which I'm going to scroll down and let you read. She talks about Tammy in this little description, which I've kind of already covered mostly. Wait, let's see here. Yeah, here it is. She talks about Tammy. Tammy helped give insight into what teens want, noting how teens want more stories with friendship and less with romance. So why is Roblox trying to turn into a dating platform? For those that don't...
I did not know about that.
No, Roblox tried to become a dating site.
You sick fucks. You sick fucks. This is steered towards children. What's the ESRB rating? Roblox ESRB. You have a Roblox. You have an ESRB rating of teen. You have and you're trying to make a dating website. 65% of the ESRB rating is assigned to physical downloadable video games. Were either E for everyone and wait. What did you just say? What parents need to know about Roblox? What do you get when you combine? No. I want to hear the whole thing. I want to hear that. Read the full story. Hold up. new information on parental control. This just got updated like literally a couple of days ago. This is EOS bar rated of with a content descriptor for diverse no. First content. Stop with the word diverse. The main purpose of Roblox is for kids to have fun, but there are other benefits, including teaching kids the basics of coding, game design, for kids that want to their hand at selling creations. You got these kids out here who are teens or younger, and you want to turn it into a fucking dating app? You're a sick individual. You're a sick fuck.
I showed this in yesterday's video, but yeah. Despite obviously wanting to protect kids, why was this allowed? Well, let's go a little bit further.
This is something that Collective Shout should be talking about, but I haven't heard a goddamn thing from Collective Shout! Okay. I think... Let's continue this video, but I'm gonna tell you right now, all this online safety act shit is kind of doing wonders on my soul right now. I'm just gonna let y'all know.
But DICE is what is interesting to note, because that is relating to the ESRB, aka the rating system. Because Avance, dear leader of the ESRB, is on the board of DICE, the same DICE that had on Greg, who went on lamenting "fuck Donald Trump" and "fuck Elon Musk."
I also remember that time that Greg Miller told everybody to vote for Kamala Harris. You remember that shit? I remember that shit. You remember that shit? I remember that shit. Telling people who to vote for. Go fuck yourself.
This is them right here. This is the board, the DICE board. You can see her on the board there. And this is what they were saying a while back. These two are quite close and display it through their connections and what boards they're on. Patricia, the ESRB, was the one pushing age verification software with Yodi, now partnered with Spotify this year for age verification and WEF partner. But the FTC shot them down. She laments it herself. Don't take speculation. She talks about it, she laments it, and is upset about it as well for it being shot down. Anyway, here is Tammy directly interacting with information.
Wait, who do you mean?
Shot them nation and WEF partner.
Was the one pushing age verification software with Yodi, now partnered with Spotify this year for age verification, and but FTC shot them down. What's FTC? What's FTC? Federal Trade Commission. Our mission is protecting the public from deceptive or unfair business practices and from unfair methods of competition. We need the FTC. Where's the FTC?
Partner. But the FTC shot them down. She laments in her...
By the way, Savvy, can you put more acronyms? The ESRB, I think everybody gets. But the FTC, I didn't know.
Laments it herself. Don't take
I looked it up.
Speculation. She talks about it, she laments it, and is upset about it.
I want to hear her upset.
Laments it herself. Don't take speculation.
I want to read it.
She talks about it, she laments...
The Federal Trade Commission has denied an application without prejudice by the Entertainment Software Rating Board. Yelty and... Okay, I want to hear what she says. Privacy protective facial age technology, which analyzes the geometry of the user's face to confirm. Thank God the FTC is holding it down. And those that... Yeah, we don't want you to have pictures of me online. Oh, we're not going to save it. You're going to save the data. Stop playing. Entertainment. Yeah, she hates it.
Laments it and is upset about it as well for it being shot down. Anyway, here is Tammy directly interacting with information about Australia's age verification proposals from 8 months ago. Online Safety Act. The video, Andrew acknowledges no one wants to upload ID to use Instagram. Acknowledges no...
Wait. This is Tammy, right? Let's read it again.
She talks about it, she laments it, and is upset about it as well for it being shot down. Anyway, here is Tammy directly interacting with information about Australia's age verification proposals from 8 months ago. Online Safety Act.
8 months ago.
The video, Andrew acknowledges no one wants to upload ID to use Instagram. Acknowledges no face scanning is effective.
No.
Tech isn't there yet. Says this is a feel-good measure. References South Korea banning under 18s for a decade, but found it did nothing. China was the same outcome.
She's correct. Somebody will always find a way to get on the internet or get on a website, regardless of what you do. There's always, much like you, Origin, to block all those fucking ads on YouTube and Twitch, there will always be someone. Thank God this is the World Wide Web, because there's a lot of people that have the testicular fortitude and the know-how to skip through all this shit. By the way, YouTube has been fighting with Origin with the whole blocking ads thing for years, and the Origin thing is still hitting strong right now. There's even other stuff, ad blockers out there. So YouTube coming out and saying, oh, you need to do an ID. There's always gonna be a motherfucker out there that has an extension or a third-party service that will wave that shit away and get that shit out.
And the data showed it didn't do anything positive. Nothing changed. However, he then says, I'm much more optimistic about places like here in the UK, where we are actually listening to young people. We're listening to researchers like myself in terms of making online environments safer, as opposed to sticking our heads in the sand and just pretending like this social media thing is just going to go away. When asked if he believes companies should be held responsible, this is the key quote too. This is what he says about if companies should be held responsible. Yes. So I think there's a need to be a huge burden on these social media firms. First of all, they need to be able to share, to be forced to share the data that they have on young people. Not with advertisers, but with researchers, so that we can actually unpick what the harms and the benefits of these online platforms.
First of all, I get it. This is a corporation and government thing. This is the corporations holding our information, and yes, he's right. Advertisers and all that shit. The advertisers with the corporations do nefarious things to get your data, but also the government to use researchers to get our data is also bad. So government overreach and corporate overreach, you all are the same niggas. It's just a fight. It's just a fight between who gets the information. This isn't a fight for children.
Talks about tax money filling potholes and says they should go to understanding young people, then follows up with ethical design code, setting a ban at 16. It absolves companies of responsibility. If something bad happens on a platform and a user sneaks on, the company says they are at fault. They have the best tech, and they don't need to make their platform safer or better.
How does that even... What do you mean? What do you mean? It's like, oh, it's... So if somebody leaks someone's data through with their ID, and not only is the government got your information, or researchers, or the advertisement, or the corporations have your information, you both have our information. Both of y'all niggas are responsible. What you mean by that?
It is all about control and data and giving government more control. These research groups usually end up government funded. Elon commented on Twitter that this seemed like a backdoor way to control access to the internet by all Australians. And he goes on to answer, a broken clock is right twice a day, but no, I mean, I think there is a real human rights implication here. Young people have a right to information, children have a right to play.
Even though Elon Musk has a huge drug problem, he's right.
I disagree with this. Children do not have a right to the internet.
Children do have a right to the internet. It's up to... No, Tammy. Children do have a right to the internet. It's all in... It's the parents. That's it. The parents don't want them to touch... The parents don't want the kids to touch the internet? Okay, understood. You want to wait until he's 15, 16? Okay, let the parents handle it. Let the parents decide. You could still be a child and it is their right to be on the right. It's the parents' right. It's the parents' right. Not the government, not the corporations. It's the parents. They'll decide. This whole swapping between... I think this is why he said children have a right to play. He's a father. He's got kids. He knows what he's talking about. Children have a right to play. Yes. On the internet, but he'll decide whether or not he wants his sons, his kids, to be on the internet. He knows this. But to do this whole, oh, the government will take care of the kids. Oh, the corporations will take care of the kids. Oh, the kids' information on the internet. No.
He does ultimately agree with Elon. It won't make things safer, but he still thinks what the UK will do, this was 8 months ago, will be best. This is why looking at their social circles is key. Who do they agree with, who do they support, and who do they get awards from and why? It is all one giant club, and we are not invited despite being the ones to pay their paychecks.
So fucking true, Savvy. So fucking true.
So, to make a long story short, this Roblox situation, if I had to take an educated guess, judging by where the environment is going right now, it's going to be used as a platform or a political device to advocate for COSA, the Kids Online Safety Act, and the Screen Act to get passed. I'm willing to bet you, as this gains traction, as the government gets more involved with Roblox, for instance, investigating them, so to speak.
Oh, so they could just pull up Roblox? So you mean the website that they didn't take care of? So the website that they didn't take care of, that the lady's been there for 9 years and 3 months, they're gonna use that site and be like, oh, see? We do need to take the children's ID. We do need to do this Online Safety Act. And I'm like, honey, what did you do on that website? Well, I was there for 9 years and 3 months. So you mean to tell me you did zilch nada the whole time on Roblox? It's going to be used for that for sure. Yeah.
It's going to be used to try to censor the internet and force age verification on the entirety of the internet. And the reason why this happened is because you have people on these boards, that Madam Savvy even pointed out, that are all connected with tech firms, these big companies and stuff, that willfully ignored these issues on their platform for years. But these people that ignored it are now coming into the line of fire, or they're now using it as a means to put more safety regulations on the internet, or they will try to put this as safety regulations, because this is what they want. They have now this that has appeared, an obvious issue that everybody can rally behind, which, let's be fair, Roblox should not get away with what they're doing. It is absolutely despicable. It's gross what's going on in Roblox. But it's obvious what it's going to be used for. It's going to be used to advocate for what's been going on in the UK. That's what it will be. It's going to be used for that.
Like I said, what did I say? They want to make sure, oh, you're doing a meme about, you're doing a meme joke about Islam? Well, we got your ID here. I got driver's license. It looks like you got a 401k. You got a family of 3. We know where you live. Bada bing, bada boom. I guess that's why Keir Starmer came by, and then JD Vance was like, yeah, we're gonna talk to Keir Starmer during lunch about the whole Online Safety Act, and you know, we're gonna go talk to them.
For that is Will.
And then Keir Starmer was like, oh, we've always had free speech, and I'm like, had?
It's crazy to think everything is involved. These payment processors, these big.
Okay, I'll send this video to you guys. But Chibi and Madam Savly, god damn, they're the real ones. I'll send this guy to you guys. This has been a real one. I also want to show you a little bit of good news, because
obviously,
sorry. Here it is. Here it is.
In his remarks at the Munich Security Conference, Vice President Vance condemned free speech violations in the UK, particularly. Could you respond? What is your message?
I have an idea. We have the man right here. Come on. Let's go, JD. We're putting you on stage.
Great. Yeah, look, I said what I said, which is that we do have, of course, a special relationship with our friends in the UK and also with some of our European allies, but we also know that there have been infringements on free speech that actually affect not just the British. Of course, what the British do in their own country is up to them, but also affect American technology companies and by extension American citizens. So that is something that we'll talk about today at lunch.
We've had free speech for a very, very long time in the United Kingdom, and it will last for a very, very long time.
Look at how nervous he looks.
Well, no, I mean, certainly we wouldn't want to reach across US citizens, and we don't, and that's absolutely right. But in relation to free speech in the UK, I'm very proud of our history there.
I want you to hear what he just said.
We've had free speech for.
We've had free speech for a very long time. Had? What do you mean we've had free speech for a very long time? You would say we have free speech right now. We have free speech as we speak. We have free speech right now and will continue to do so. But his words were, we've had free speech for a very long time. Yeah, I would like to hear that conversation that they're having during lunch. I would like to hear about that. A good one on JD Vance. Jesus, crazy. Guys, that's it for today. That was fucking crazy. Just because you had something for a very, very long time doesn't mean it's dying under your watch. I don't even feel like under his watch. I believe it's right in front of his fucking window. You know what I mean? Under your watch, and I'm just like, under? Nigga, they're right outside your building screaming and protesting. I'm British, and even I know Keir Starmer is full of shit. A lot of people. I've been watching a lot of stuff. I just heard about this guy named Tommy Robinson. He went through fucking shit because of he didn't have freedom of speech. He went through literal hell. I just realized who it was today. Tommy Robinson. He went through fucking hell to have freedom of speech because he believed that the whole thing with illegals and their beliefs and stuff like that, but they drug him under they drove him under a wall. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not dying. Yeah, that's we'll see. Oh man. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there's always gonna be somebody that's going to make a device, make an extension, make a third party, and just wave that ID shit away. there's always gonna be that person. That's gonna be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of people. You remember when your parents said, don't save your password on your computer? And here they are right now. Don't save your password on the computer. 2025. Give them your whole ID and facial recognition. You remember when your parents said that? Don't save your password. Don't save your password. Somebody's gonna find your password. You just keep it in your head. Don't save your password online. 2025. I'm gonna need your ID. Don't worry, we're not gonna keep your information of your ID for advertisement. And I'm like, what do you mean for advertisement? You mean for anything? We're not gonna keep it at all? We're not gonna keep your data for advertisement. Why do you keep on saying that? That's what they literally said on YouTube. We're not gonna keep your data for advertisement. Can you not keep my data at all? We're not gonna keep your data at all for advertisement. Son of a bitch! We're not gonna get World Wide Web, we're just gonna get web. That's sad. Listen, dude, it's time to go incognito in real life. A lot of us are just gonna fucking start building. We're all just gonna go manor lords and start living off the land and shit. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm noticing a lot of people are making their own gardens because they're sick and tired of the prices at grocery stores. A lot of people are trying to live off the land. I've noticed that. I've been delivering a lot of stuff pertaining to gardens to a lot of houses. And they're just like, yeah, eggs are pricey. And I'm like walking around and people got pigs and chickens and shit. And I'm like, bro, the prices of houses is gone, bro. Everybody's living with friends now. There's no 2 people in a house anymore. It's, let me just bring a whole bunch of friends and split the payments. Fucking... God damn. Can we go back to 1940s? I'll shine some shoes, bro. Can it go back to 1940s where houses cost $8,000? I'll shine some shoes. I don't care. I don't care. The black women were actually attractive back then. I'll be living the dream. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I really do appreciate it and love and support you guys have been giving me. This was a long one. This was a long one. I talked too much. I'm ready to hit the hay. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all have a wonderful night, day, wherever you're at. And also, clean your dick. Anyway, y'all so said. Have a good one. Peace.